question number 5 is asking you to solve for x in this absolute value equation. Absolute value 6x minus 7 equals negative 2. The absolute value is isolated, therefore we can rewrite the equation into the two separate ones. The first equation, drop the absolute value and rewrite the equation as is. For the second equation, you're going to take the opposite of the absolute value expression, equal negative 2. Solve both equations. On the right hand side, we're adding 7 to both sides. So 6x equals negative 2 plus 7 is 5. Divide both sides by 6. So x equals 5/6. Solve the second equation. First, we need to distribute the negative, so this becomes negative 6x plus 7 equals negative 2. Subtract 7 on both sides. So negative 6x will equal negative 2 minus 7 is negative 9. Divide both sides by negative 6. So x equals positive 9/6 reduces to 3/2. So when you have solved for both equations, your possible solutions are x equals 5/6 or x equals 3/2. Now we need to check our solutions. Okay. All right. So we're saying x equals 5/6, or we said x equals 3/2. Let's substitute. If we let x equal 5/6, then the absolute value of 6 times 5/6 minus 7, will it equal negative 2? Do the computation. 6 times 5/6 will be 1. 5 minus 7 is negative 2. The absolute value of negative 2 is positive 2. Positive 2 does not equal negative 2. Therefore, x equals 5/6 is not a solution. Even though you found the value for x, it does not mean you're answering the original question. Let's do the same for 3/2. Let x equal 3/2. Then when you substitute, you get 6 times 3/2 minus 7. Will it equal negative 2? In doing the computation, 6 times 3/2, 2 and 6 reduce to give you 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 7 is 2. And you notice I'm putting question marks above the equal sign. That is because I cannot claim that these two sides are equal. We're questioning that. The absolute value of 2 is 2. 2 does not equal negative 2. Therefore, 3/2 is not a solution to this equation. So what is? Since no value that you solve for x has worked, your conclusion is that there is no solution to this absolute value. So your final answer should be no solution. If you put 5/6 or 3/2 on your answer key, it will be marked tell you after you substitute is that neither value works for x, therefore there is no value that will give us a true statement. Now, when we get an answer of no solution, it also tells us something from the beginning of the problem. It may not have been necessary for you to go through the equations. What you could have recognized is that we're taking the absolute value of an expression equaling -2. Anytime we take an absolute value, your answer is a positive value. Well, a positive number will never equal a negative value. Therefore, if you take the time to analyze the original equation, you would have come up with the same conclusion. There is no solution without having to do all the algebra in between. That is your final answer.